Big Trouble, Little Sister, No Mercy, I Am the Fury. Polite Society was written and directed by Nita Manzoor, who did We Are Lady Parts, a film that I do need to check out. Heard some very good things about it. And the centers around Rhea and Lena Khan. Rhea wants to be a stunt woman, na 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 na, and she wants to do the best stunts in the world so she can be a healthy girl. That doesn't really work with the Gwen Stefani song, but nevertheless, she was inspired by a woman that she emails constantly that apparently is an actual stunt woman that is really, really popular. So much so, they referenced her here. Okay, cool. But Rhea does martial arts, film stuff for her YouTube channel, and even employs her sister Lena to help her film this stuff for my channel. Please, 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 we get some comedy. With Lena kind of not wanting to do that. She wants to mope around the house a little bit. She took a break from art school because she just has self-doubt. And her parents are hardworking. They want both their daughters to not only be happy, but possibly maybe, oh, I don't know, get better jobs, more steady jobs, and, you know, maybe just push their dreams down, just do shit so they actually can go out and get married and stuff like that. Because the one thing about this movie, before I dive more into the plot, is it's set somewhere in the UK, but it's a very India influence, theme here, because bunch of India families, bunch of stuff as far as like, the pecking order and stuff like that. Women are expected to marry possibly rich guys, and that is where a party comes in where Rhea and Lena's mother has an association with a woman named Rahelia, who is all excited. Yeah, sure, bring it. Oh, you got $2. Come on, yeah, come on over, and all the the family just they're overwhelmed because it's a very lavish, very rich party. And then, well, from there, Lena gets swept off her feet by Rahelia's son, and he seems great. He does great stuff as far as medical science goes. Hail science! He does great things. He wants to cure diseases. He wants to help women. He wants to do so many great things. And he seems squeaky clean. And you know what it is about these particular movies? When something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And Rhea just has this weird feeling that something sinister is going on. She wants her sister to be happy, but these people are evil. And through trials and tribulation and some awkwardness and getting her ass kicked a lot, she is bound and determined, with the help of some friends, to figure out and solve this mystery before Lena is history. Polite Society tales, woohoo! So, if anybody caught the trailer for this, you might be a bit surprised I decided to watch this. One, just because usually, this kind of style of movie can go one of two ways. It can either not embrace the humor and the silliness of its premise, which this movie does, or it can do everything and be a whole lot of fun, even while recognizing the movie does have flaws. I will get into spoilers in a little bit, and I will also say, before I talk about any of the names of the actors, that I apologize in advance if I get any of them wrong, because it's a very India-heavy cast, and I struggle with some American names. Rhea is played by Priya Kansara, who I have to say really was just fan-fucking-tastic in this. I mean that. She was great. Because she played the conflicted sister well. I mean, she was bound and determined to help her sister, but also she just really was determined to prove that just because maybe, people laugh at her dreams, that she is going to make them work. And Lena, Ritu Arya, she's good as well. In fact, they're a pretty good duo. It relies basically on the family, but the sisterhood aspect as well. And the movie succeeds a hell of a lot more than it doesn't. There are some logic issues, obviously, but the movie combines British wit, and it's got a lot of British wit. At first, I was actually kind of concerned that we were going to go attack the block with some of the British stuff, but no, Rhea and Lena are grounded enough characters, despite how wild things get a little bit later on, to where things work. And yes, okay, it's ridiculous when you start to think about it, and there are a few things that don't necessarily make sense, but the movie's so energetic and breezy and fun, and the fights are really, really good, that when this movie kicks it into high gear, it's a blast. I had a goddamn blast watching this. I also was watching it by myself, because the theater that I frequent sometimes is not all that busy on a Thursday night, and I was fortunate. I got a free screening of it. Like, I've gotten a free screening or a private screening, basically, at a lot of these. I got a private screening of Infinity Pool. Probably a good thing, given how I reacted to that, but I was having a goddamn blast laughing at a lot of Polite Society. And the fights are good. The humor is great. Yes, there are a few points where the movie, I think, lags a bit, but it's got such a charm about it. Nida Manzoor does a great goddamn job directing and writing this, and the cast does, great shit here. Again, Priya and Ritu. Sorry if I'm sorry, like they're gonna watch this, but I'm sorry if I mispronounce their names. I'm really sorry. They're good. They're very good, and the actress that plays Rahelia, the mother, Numra Bhuya. God, I'm very certain I got that wrong. She was great. She was a great, like, sinister mother. Like, you could just tell that she's just really slimy and everything, but she plays it so well. She plays it really well. I swear I've seen her in stuff before. I need to check her IMDb page and find more stuff. And Rhea does have a couple friends that offer to help her. Ella Brucholari, she's the white one that screamed in the trailer, let's get this, starts screaming and everything. And Serfina Beh, who plays Clara, who's a very smart one. And also there's one named Kovacs, Shona, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the last name, Baba Yeri, I'll just go with that. She's kind of the bully that also has a bit, that also has a reason to, like, maybe see the light on things. There's not I don't want to say there's no depth to the characters, but outside of the two sisters and outside of, like, maybe the Rahelia character, the parents are fine. They're pretty good. But yeah, a lot of the characters just kind of, like, coast in the background. It gets really, really wild in the second act, especially, actually the third act, now that I think about it. And it's crazy and fun and a goddamn blast. It's a British Bollywood blast. Bollywood swingers. Okay, is it like every Bollywood movie? No, I've only seen a few of those, or Tollywood, or any of the languages that they have. But as far as having a British and Indian, influence, Human Centipede together and presented to a wide audience, I was glad to see this movie. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys do too. Check it out in theaters. Apparently, if you don't see it in theaters, I have read the Peacock has the exclusive rights, so soon it will be the Polite Society cock. That being said, fun, frenetic energy, good leads there, especially Priya, who does a great job as Rhea Khan. So now I'm going to get into spoilers. 3, 2, 1, and spoilers. Okay. It turns out that Rhea is absolutely right to wonder about Lena's new beau. Why is all this stuff suddenly going on? Like, why in the world why is she going to marry this guy after just a month? What exactly is happening here? She's trying to convince her parents something is really going on. Lena, something is really going on. Something's not right here. She tries proving that this guy just isn't right. She has Clara and Alba, her friends, basically help her break into his locker in the gym, get his laptop, and figure it out. They hack it, and she's got to stall for more time in a pretty funny moment and talk to him and everything and this kind of stuff. And Lena isn't very happy about that and is, like, upset. They have this fight. There's actually some pretty good fights. There's a fight between Rhea and Kovacs. There are two characters named Kovacs in this. It really threw me off. But Shona, who they have a fight, but they actually end up kind of bonding a little bit later on through common decency or common understanding that we don't really want to see anybody good get taken and have particularly bad things happen to them. So Rhea breaks into the house, manages to see this picture, this box in this picture, and it's of Lena's soon-to-be husband and it turns out his previous wife who died of a heart issue while trying to give birth. And it's a cover story. So Rhea's kind of distraught. Lena doesn't want to talk to her. Rhea knows something's going on. And she tries to make a peace offering at the behest of her mother to Rahelia. But Rahelia says, you know what? Come on in. It's all's forgiven. Let's have this. Let's prepare for the wedding because your sister's going to get married. So let's do this. Let's do this manicure stuff. And let's go have this hot wax. And this hot wax that she basically interrogates her and tortures her while these three women are pinning her down and waxing Rhea's legs and everything. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's also kind of painful. And then she decides to escape. And then she has to have a fight with these three beauticians, seemingly, which is hilarious. She manages to get away, and she's in the robe still when she gets to her parents' house, and Lena's there, and she says, no, I had a great time. It's okay. It's okay. Mom, can I have a conversation with you? And she tries to explain, because what Rhea saw in that house when she tried to escape was a weird lab with all this weird stuff and all this information. There was all this stuff about the vulvas of these women matching and everything, and figuring out the fertility rate and all this, and the strength and all that, and the vitality, and how much magic you can summon at one point. Wait, that's an RPG. All this weird stuff about these women. Oh my god, it's so weird, so weird. What the hell's going on? And turns out Lena was a match. A match for what? A match to give him a new a new child, because his other wife died. Oh, no. No. She can't convince her mom about that. She basically has to drop the whole thing, but tells her friends that she had an argument with after the laptop stuff and everything. So she has to get her friends back together, get back together with her friends and everything, to say, hey, I really need you guys. This is what's going on. Wait, this is a wild story. This is crazy. Hey, Kovacs, we need your car. I know you beat my ass earlier, but please, I need your car. Okay. So they're going to do that. Their plan is to drug Lena, put her in the hotel room services cart, and wheel her out, and then get her in the trunk, and then take her somewhere. All while there's a bunch of people out in a bunch of lavish costumes and everything. Well, first, Rhea decides to sing something. La 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 la. I'm in love with Lonely Johnny. I'm sorry, it popped into my head. I don't know if Rhea sang that. Whoever sang that, beautiful song. Feature them more. Feature whoever sung that song. That was good shit. If it was Priya singing that was great. Now, she does this. It's a distraction. There's some fun comedy with Clara and Ella trying to get her, and Alba trying to get her, rather. And they manage to get Lena. They get her to the cart, but then Rahelia is beating up Rhea. And basically says, oh, you have an earpiece. Here, you get back here. I'm going to beat the shit out of your friend and kill her. Okay. So they do that, and the wedding's going to go off without a goddamn hitch. Except Rhea is bound and determined to prove herself. She's bound and determined to prove that she is the Fury. That was something from a little bit earlier when they were filming the stuff. And then, wedding's about to go, and Rhea, Clara, and Alba are locked in. And then they manage to get rescued by Kovacs, who says, okay, let's go. Wait, we need to rescue your sister? Well, let's do that. So there was this guard that had this gun, and Rhea gets it, and it's just shooting the gun wildly to stop everybody, and basically says, yeah, this whole plan. What is this whole plan, you ask? What is this plan that Rahelia said? The idea is to use Lena's womb, because Rahelia had to give up everything to help her son, to put a clone of her in Lena's womb so she can be reborn and she can live her life the way she wants while the other Rahelia's here. What? I don't know if they quite understood what the hell they were saying. It was wild. It was weird. I don't know if they really thought that. Yep, did not think that one through. But anyway, so Rhea tries to get everybody to understand. Well, then everybody laughs at her when she tells her this stuff. But then, meanwhile, Lena's had some occasional flashes of weird shit and being in a lab and not understanding. And then she says, hey, wait a second. I thought all this stuff was a vision. What did you do to me? What were you doing to me? Oh, your womb is perfect, honey. No, this isn't true. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm going to do this for my mom. That's the definition of a mama's boy right there. And then They start running away. The friends basically say, don't worry, we'll hold them off. Hey, Alba says to Lena, hand me your veil. I'll run up here. The parents get in a bit of a fight with everybody, Rhea and Lena's parents, the cons, as it were. And then we go through, we get the friends going up the stairs, and everybody is pursuing them like it's the goddamn Dawn of the Dead. It's insane. I don't know. Were they all programmed to go do this stuff? I have so many questions. So Lena and Rhea run out, but then mother and son are going to kill him. And then Rhea manages to basically, just rise up after being choked out. And she manages to finally do the one thing she has not been able to do the whole movie and hit a massive spin kick that she saw her idol hit. She managed to hit it on Rahelia, and then Lena kicks her ex boyfriend, that is, or fiance, in the dick several times, calling it an average dick. It was funny. And then they drove away. And they ate a burger and some chips. Do you call it a burger in Britain? Genuine question. And then there's a message from that particular person, that particular stunt woman, that tells her not to give up on her dreams and come on over and see me and do all this and everything. And did I leave us some stuff out? Yeah, it's hard to cover an hour and 43-minute movie in roughly 20 minutes, but it ended up being a whole lot of fun. She ends up hitting the kick, and then we fade to black. I have a few questions before I finish this up and wrap up. What happened to the friends and the parents? Were they able to escape? Did they climb into a dumbwaiter and lower themselves down into the basement and escape through there? Were they eaten alive? Did the wedding guest turn into a zombie horde? I mean, whatever. I guess I'm applying too much logic to it, but was that edited out? There was some good humor. There was plenty of good humor to this. A good sisterly bond. Great performances, by the way, by the two leading women. Very, very good. Very good shit. And the woman playing Rahelia. Great stuff. I'm pretty certain I butchered the actors' names. I do apologize for that. But I'm going to give it, for entertainment purposes, an A+, because I had a great goddamn time. Is it my absolute favorite film of the year? No, but for entertainment purposes, A+. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.